Hello everyone, Ashley here, Mountain Adventure Reviews. We're on another hike and today we're doing something called the Dodds. Bit of a lesser known of the Wainwrights. This is a circular route, going to be taking in about, I think it's about 6 summits. Stybarrow Dodd, Great Dodd, stuff like that. And yeah, about 12 miles, 19k. We've parked up just at the end of a road called the Old Coach Road, and now we're heading out. Sun's shining, moody sky a bit, we've got a bit of rain on the way, wind, as you can hear probably, the wind is picking up a bit. It's forecast for about 40-mile-an-hour gusts on the peaks, and but down low level here it's 15-20 miles an hour, so we'll take some footage of the scenery and we'll go from there. Just up Old Coach Road there's a little honesty box full of cakes. You want to hang a little right and up and onto this path. There's Mike, and yeah, this is what we can see. It was a bit breezy. Come across this lovely little house and look at that down there. How beautiful is that to live there? Borrow scale. Lovely little path. Quiet. Away from all the main touristy stuff. But close enough for a 10-minute drive and you're into 15-minute drive and you're into Keswick. That is stunning. And you've got this in your back garden. Beautiful. So walking in between some houses, there's a little building site going on, and then you come to a fairly new steel gate through that, and then just veer off to the left. You'll see the little sign, and away we go. So this is the start of the actual ascent. It's been fairly easy going until now, with nice road on the Old Coach Road, but now we've actually started getting into the hills and it's looking good. Nav's all set, ready for this walk, and yeah, we've not been out for a while, but it's so good to be back out and enjoying the lakes. So don't know whether you've already gathered, but we are doing all 214 of Wainwrights through a book called Peak Bagging Wainwrights. It's 45 walks in total to bag every single one of the Wainwrights, and so far they're really good walks. We've had a couple where we've had to go off track, but the book itself, you get free GPX downloads with the book, so I've just downloaded those, all of them, onto Garmin Explore, and I can use my watch to nav, so it's all good. But yeah, so far they've been absolutely brilliant walks, so the author of that book, well done. So yeah, Peak Bagging Wainwrights, available on Amazon. Anyway, let's crack on. So it is fairly muddy. A lot of water obviously passed through either overnight or over the last few weeks, making everywhere quite boggy around here, but you get some decent ground. Look at that view behind me. Mega. So yeah, just keep on this trodden path, grass trodden path, and it's all good. I'll flip the camera around so you can see. So it's a very muddy track, this, but we are moving up past something called Little Era Beck, according to my nav, and yeah, very muddy. Got F-35 fighter jets whizzing past in the valley just across the way there. Very loud, but still too far away to video. I'm going high. There we go. But yeah, it's just catching a glimpse of them every now and again, just over there in that little valley over there. But yeah, there's a few other people about on the ridges, but yeah, it's good to be back out. Anyway, very muddy, but good. I've put my big boots on today. I've got my Quest 4Ds on, just to give me that little bit of extra ankle, not only support but depth going into some boggy areas. You just never know. So yeah, made a schoolboy error as well. Didn't delete my SD card off my Osmo when I came back off holiday. Oops. So I've only got about 6 minutes remaining, so I'll keep this one short and sweet, I think. What he does is he breaks his day off for 6 hours and gets. So we got a little shower. It's yeah, we're still on the ascent. It's just started raining. Got a bit of cloud coming in, a bit of clag, but it's going to pass over, I hope. The wind's strong enough for it to get over pretty quick. As you can see, I'm out of breath. So this has been a pretty steep ascent. Burning on the legs, but it's all good. And you know what they say, if it ain't raining, it ain't training. Whew. So we're still alongside this this wall on OS Maps and Garmin Explore app. This is a straight line up to the first summit. So yeah, it's all good. So alongside this wall, just veering off to the left when you see a little cairn at the top, which is I think it's Hart Side, or not too far away from Hart Side. Let me turn the camera around so you can see that little cairn up there. I hope you can hear me. It is very, very windy. It did say on the forecast it was going to gust up to 40 mile an hour winds with a steady of maybe 27, 28. So I just hope you can hear me. I'm cupping the microphone in my hand to try and protect it from the wind. But it's worked in the past, so I've not got a jacket on to hide the mic, so it's all good. Anyway, we've just done Birket Fell, and now we're just on the final approach up to Hart Side, which is 856 metres, and we're just coming up to it now. Osmo wise, did have about 2 minutes remaining, and then I realised I can actually delete files off, so I've deleted about 25 minutes of files. So I've got a bit more space on the SD card. Schoolboy error. Right, I think Hart Side should be coming up now. And here we are. Hart Side, 856 metres. First one ticked off. What a view. Windy, but what a view. So we bit the bullet and put our jackets on. It was quite windy with showers, so put it on really as more of a windbreak than a rain cover. Obviously it's been quite warm on the lower levels, and then we've got this wind and a bit of rain, so rather than getting damp and cold with the wind, I thought we'd just put jackets on, and better to be safe than sorry. So from Hart Side, it's probably say like a southwesterly turn from the summit. Walk along the path and you'll come to a fork with like a tracks on the left hand side. Take the right hand side, a path. It's just a single track path embedded into the grass. So I'll spin the camera around so you can see. There you go, just that path, and that is heading all the way up over to there. So then, wonderful people, this is Stybarrow Dodd, 843 metres, and we thought it was going to clear, but it's not. It might clear in a bit, but God knows. But here we are. Anyway, there's the cairn, Stybarrow Dodd. There's Mike in the mist, and that's our usual summit views are back. Welcome to August in Great Britain. Right. So the wind and rain has been pretty relentless for the last, probably say about 1.5 miles, 2 miles. It's proper howling, and yeah, it's we've had a good dousing of rain and wind and you name it. But we're coming up to the next summit, which is just in front of us. I think he's Great Dodd. I'm gonna have to check again. But yeah, we're coming up to it now. The clag is literally just rolling through on this one. Looks amazing. Seen our first 2 people walking on the fells for today. We're only 5.5 miles into this one, which is quite nice. Like I say, it's one of the lesser known ones, but it's very rewarding, this this hike, I'd say. Plenty of Wainwrights to be bagged, so I think we're doing 5 today, which is brilliant. But yeah, clag's rolling in now, so you just make out Mike behind my shoulder. Always stay close to your buddy or your hiking buddy when you're in changeable weather like this. You don't want to lose anybody. Always keep an eye on your buddy. But yeah, the weather's supposed to start clearing soon, so look, hopefully we'll get some decent views whilst we've still got elevation. Watson's Dodd at 789, and what a view from that is, but it's very, very windy. So after Watson's Dodd, yeah, I'm come off the summit, and it's a little bit of a right 90-degree turn. You'll see the path heading straight up towards there. The wind's dropped, still raining as you can see, but the sun is peeking its head out every now and again, which is quite nice. So as you can see over there, it is peeking its head out a little bit, which is quite nice. The forecast said it was going to brighten up this Abbey, so we'll see. We've got just shy of 6.5 miles to go on this 12-mile hike, so we're nearly halfway through, and yeah, we've got 2 more summits and then we'll be on our way down. So got a bit of bog. Bit boggy, but it's all good. So the cairn of Great Dodd is just behind me. We've just walked past it and we're just coming up to Great Dodd, which is 857 metres. The cairn is just in front of me, and the wind keeps picking up and dropping and the rain keeps raining and stopping, but it's no summit views. bit gutted about, but I thought the weather forecast has been completely wrong. Completely wrong. But yeah, Great Dodd, 857 metres, dead ahead. 857 metres above sea level. Boom. That's it. That's all we can see. Oh my days. That was an absolute torment. Just got to the top of Great Dodd there. Heavens just open, the wind just whipping. Flipping heck. But we've come down a bit now, followed the path down, and the wind's just dropping slightly. Still a lot of cloud about, but we've got some cracking views of the valleys. That looks like Skiddaw over there. Here comes the rain again. Every time I get the camera out. It's finally stopped raining, which is good. The wind hasn't stopped though, it's still very, very gusty. I'd probably say about between 30 and 40 mile an hour gusts, which is a lot. The camera's having a dicky fit there, thinking it's a different way around. Anyway, Clough Head is this next little summit, which is just in front of us. We're just going to veer off on this little path to the left. Just spin the camera around so you can see. So you've got a path to the right and a path to the left, and that little summit over there is Clough Head Pike, something like that. Clough Head Knots, I think it is. There's no meterage on the on OS, so we don't know how high it is. There's no meterage on it. We have just dropped a bit of elevation from from Great Dodd. So this is our next one, Clough Head Knots, coming up to now. Hike. We weren't supposed to be doing it today, but we thought, sod it, we're doing it. So I'm going up. It is beyond windy up here. This is like gale force winds. But well, the views of Skiddaw, Blencathra, Keswick down there. We've got Cat Bells, and then all the way up through the Scafell range over that side. So Skiddaw, Blencathra. Village down there is Keswick. And you've got Cat Bells over there, all the way down the valley to the Scafell range. So we've just had a bit of lunch in some crags. Good little spot to get out of the wind and take some photos and do a little time lapse that you've just seen. It's all good. So the wind has dropped a little bit now. We're running at about 10 mile an hour and then about 20 mile an hour gusts, which is nice, real nice. Rain stopped, high level cloud, so we should be good for the rest of today. But if the last few months is anything to go by, it'll be snowing later. But yeah, so we've got one more summit to do, and then we're going to be going down. We've got quite a steep descent down after this one. We've got 4.6 miles to go, so we're about 7-8 mile in, which is good because we literally just had lunch, so we've had a good pace going today. There's not been any really tough ascents to slow us down. It's been a nice steady pace, so yeah, it'd be a good one to do with older kids, although the distance it's quite long. It's about 11.8 miles, but yeah, there was a family we saw before up on Great Dodd heading up. We had some younger kids with them, so if you're watching this, hi. But yeah, nice scenery. It's just a shame that weather's done what it did, but it's all good. Anyway, we'll check in when we get to the top of this one, and then we're on our way down. Hey everyone, this is Clough Head at 726 metres, and we've got some brilliant views of Skiddaw just over there. So spin that around. Look at Skiddaw there. That's the closest you're going to get to Skiddaw without actually being on it from height. Absolutely mega. Keswick down there, looking good. And then Blencathra's just on the other side of that. You might be able to see a top peeking over there. Wonderful. Clough Head, 726 metres. So that was Clough Head, and we're now walking down. So that's our 5 Wainwrights done for today. Good bag that, good bag. So we're actually walking alongside Skiddaw. It's looking absolutely incredible over there. Big boy. So yeah, we're on our way down now, so we'll check in periodically as we come to any landmarks or deviations from the path. This is straight across from Clough Head, and we'll find our way down. So this is this isn't a Wainwright. This is called White Pike. It's just what we like to call a bonus bag. Let's see what the views are like from the top. White Pike. Yeah, there's some good views. Some good views. Let me spin that round. Skiddaw. Yeah. Love Skiddaw. All the way around. Brucey bonus. So from that White Pike there's a little crossroads, and if you just take the left hand crossroads, it'll bring you down. What we're going to be heading towards is the old coach road. So we actually started on the coach road a little bit when we first got here, and we're going to rejoin it now, and it's about a 3 mile walk then back to the car. And if I spin the camera around, you can see exactly what we. So you can see the road just winding through the valley up to that little woodland, and the car is parked just around there. So we're back on the road. This is the old coach road, and we've got 3.1 miles to walk back to the car, which is just over there by them little wooded bit. Might have a little fly of the drone. We've just got some rain incoming, delayed. So we're getting a bit warm, so we've delayed, and we are now on the way back. It's been a really, really good walk this. I know we've still got quite a bit to do, but it's been a really good walk. We've not been out since the beginning of June. It's the beginning of June, end of May. So yeah, it's really good to get back into it on a nice steady walk. And it has been nice and steady, nothing major. We have got some decent elevation, like over 800 metres, so can't complain at that. But yeah, it wasn't too heavy on the legs and the lungs, which is always good. But a really good walk. Recommend this one. It's called the Dodds, and yeah, I highly recommend this one. It's great. And you get to just meander along the road like this for the way back, which again isn't too heavy. It's always nice to cool down. Right, I think we might get the drones out in a minute, so hope you enjoy the footage. So just before we get the drones out, we've just come across this not very attractive looking bridge, but has got a nice little quaint stream running through it, Mosedale Beck Fold, and yeah, it's got a lovely stream running through it that way, and down there. Very nice. So we're going to go and get the drones out over some crags called Wolf Crags. Quite imposing looking crags, I must say. And the wind's dropped enough for us to get the drones out. Mike's got his Air 2S, I've got my Mini 2, so yeah, we'll get them out now. Oh, this is another route here up to Clough Pike, which is 1.5 miles away. I'll just spin that camera around so you can see. And just in the distance there, you can see Wolf Crags. The wolf. And this is Matterdale Common. So I've just got a couple of videos there from the drone. That's Wolf Crag up there, looking good. I'm back on this track now. We've got 2.13 miles to go till we hit our finish point. The winds picked up a bit and the rain started when we were flying the drone there, so it was kind of bail out before the raindrops started. But I hope you enjoyed those videos. Only a short little drone flight. It is it's about 15-mile-an-hour winds with about 20-mile-an-hour gusts at the moment, so you've got to be careful when flying drones in that sort of weather. A bigger gust could literally knock it off and send it sideways. So yeah, just got to be really careful when you're flying your drone in winds like that. Right, I've got my microphone on. Yes, I've got my microphone on. Delayering again. Changed my t-shirt because my other one was dripping wet with sweat. It's the problem you see when you're trekking and sun comes out and you've got all your waterproofs on, you start just sweating, plus you've got a backpack on. It just starts everything starts getting a bit wet. So yeah, I've changed from a t-shirt to a fast dry base layer. So it's all good. Yeah, whilst I'm doing this end of the video, I thought I'd just go through what I've got on. Because we've only got 1.3 miles to go until we get to the car, so I might as well do it now. Boots today, I've got the Salomon Quest 4D boots on, just because it's been quite wet over the last few weeks, so there's been a lot of boggy areas, so I thought I'd get that extra protection on my ankles. I've got the North Face Speedlight trousers on, 1000-mile socks. I did have a North Face Fast Dry t-shirt on, but I've just changed it over to this North Face base layer. Berghaus peak cap, Oakley Flak 2 glasses, polarized lenses, Garmin Fenix 6 Pro Solar, and I've got the Van Gogh Boulder bag. Drone I'm flying today is the Mini 2, and obviously I've got my Berghaus Gore-Tex jacket, well, rain jacket, and yeah, and that's about it. Well, I've got the inReach. There's been some areas where there's been no signal, and inside the bag I've got the Osprey Hydraulics 2.5 litre water. I think that's about it really. I am using the Osmo, as we all know. I'm using the Osmo Pocket to film on with the extension rod. So yeah, that's about it. 1.2 miles to go. We're flying. So yeah, this is coming to near the end of the video. Yeah, if you're on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Mountain Adventure Reviews, really appreciate you and give it a follow, like, whatever. And we're also on Amazon as well, so any of the gear that you see me using, wearing, reviewing is all available in the Amazon shop. So I've created a shop So you can go and see how much all the stuff is that I use either for hiking or wild camping. There's loads in there to choose from, and some exclusive pictures in there as well from the hikes. So yeah, go and check that out. Just search Mountain Adventure Reviews. If you're on TikTok, there's a link at the top of the page to it, and on YouTube I'll put a link in the description too. Some really useful stuff in there. Nothing's mega expensive apart from like the InReach and the Osmo and stuff like that. So, but yeah, go and check that out. And yeah, in the meantime, we've got views of Skiddaw over there. Been a great view all the way back down here of Skiddaw. I mean, that's a cracking view. Might have to stop and take a picture of that. So yeah, right. I'll do another little video when we get back to the car. This old coach road is just one track. You can't deviate off it. And like I say before, it's quite nice to, you know, just have this on the end of a walk rather than trying to scramble down a side of a mountain. So yeah, right, we'll catch you up soon. So we are literally 10 minutes away from the car now, and it's been a very good hike. Time is 4:15. We set off the car at about 9:30, so 7 hours, which is not bad. The book says, the Bagging Wainwrights book says about 6.5 hours, so we've done all right there. This wood is massive and so dense, all sorts in there, probably like little creeks running through it and stuff. Yeah, crazy. And here we are back at the car park. Excellent. Right guys, thanks very much for watching. Obviously we're right at the end of the video now, so thank you very much for watching, really appreciate it. If you have liked it, hit that like button and the subscribe button if you would. Yeah, so that's it. I'm signing off until next time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.